Hi and welcome, my name's Graham Young and today we're going to talk about P4 tuning, or perfect fourth tuning, and going to address some of the questions that frequently crop up on the Facebook page, and also that my students who have adapted or adopted P4 tuning ask as well. So the main one is, well, how do I play songs I might do in a covers band, you know, pop, rock, all that sort of stuff. So we'll look at how you can work around these things or alternatives, and also I may well do a Hendrix tune in P4 because the one thing Hendrix was amazing at was utilising the full potential of standard tuning. So, and he was all over that stuff. So playing his stuff in P4 is quite enlightening. So let's crack on. So first thing people always ask is, what about bar chords? So we'll look at those first. Okay, so first of all, bar chords. What to do about those? So obviously your standard bar chord is that, you know, and one of the things about perfect standard tuning is it unifies the top and bottom strings. So this is the shape I use most of the time, and obviously I'm on the 7th string here, so I've got the root and the 5th there if I want it, so if you really want to do that. Okay, so yeah, so I've got the root there on the 2nd finger, the C in this case, E the 3rd on the A string there, and my little finger doing the octave, and then the major 3rd there, and then 4th and 5th across the top 2. And that does allow you to do things like so that's actually quite useful. I mean, again, these are probably things you can do as standard fairly easily as well. The notable thing, of course, is that you lose the 5th there, and you end up with 2/3. To be honest, that does not bother me in the slightest. It's usually that 5th is redundant, as it's one of the first harmonics of the root anyway. And in a band context, trust me, nobody will miss it. Nobody's ever noticed. In fact, usually I've been playing with people for some time before the penny even drops. So then the minor version is that. There we go. So obviously you don't want to be, you know, pressing down for the major 3rd there. I mean, to be honest, most of the time I just do that, or there. You do it that way. That kind of malarkey. Yeah, so that's, I mean, of course, that on a 7th string as I've got here, don't do that, you know. I mean, as soon as you start playing any instrument, you know, with more strings, you're inevitably going to be muting higher and lower strings here and there around shapes, because obviously there's going to be very few things where you can just stick your finger across and everything's going to be in whatever particular chord you're doing. So other things, so yeah, a lot of the time I just stick with basic triads. And as I say, once again in a band context, it really doesn't notice. Other things, 7th voicings. I mean, I just use the shell voicings like that. Or you can do that. Various alternatives there. I mean, again, in a sort of shuffle blues type thing. So that's really easy, the 9 there, and then I go like that, or I mean, again, I'll go through the 9 voicings. This is the way I look at them. So if you start with, say, F7 here, an interesting exercise is to move the shell voicing down and keep that top note the same, and then you'll find that you get the different variations of a dominant 9 chord. So just a straight 7, dominant 7th. So now you've got E flat 9, then you've got E flat 9, and then you've got D sharp 9. So that's quite a nice way. All that kind of malarkey. I mean, jazz chords here, which are a whole other thing. So probably shouldn't get too off topic. The main thing, obviously, also sometimes is something requiring a top open string. Now this can be problematic. I mean, the example that always springs to mind is this, Hey Joe. Now, I used to be able to do this. I'm not sure I can anymore, but yeah. I'm not as stretched as I used to be. Yeah, but they're always around these things. Again, kind of that leads us into things like the open chords. These are the alternates that I use. Again, nobody's ever noticed, so you know, either they've not got very good ears or I'm getting away with it, whichever. So for an open G, you know, I'm there like that. Of course, that's no different from the standard form that I generally prefer anyway. So you've got your root there, third, open, fifth and octave, and then repetition of those an octave higher there. For a C chord, I tend to do this. So root, third, fifth, octave, compound fifth. I mean, of course, you can always do or that even. Well, sorry, get the right one. There we go, C major there. Or, you know, which is really just that one again. Whatever. Others, open D. I tend to put the thumb over there on the 7th string for the low D bass note, which is always fat and fun. Much like your girlfriend, no doubt. A major, well, I mean that's slightly problematic because you've got the F there. If you want, so I tend to just grab that or mute it, or if you want the 6th, of course. The 7th, of course, are relatively available there, or you know, all that sort of stuff. Other things that are nice, like an E chord, like this. Doing that as standard would be fun. That's always nice. I like doing a low C major like this. This can come out really nice if you do it right. Sometimes I wish I had an extra finger. I'll put a G on top there, but you know. What other open chords? Well, E obviously is problematic. Oops, sorry there. I mean, I did a lot of, glam stuff last year, and a lot of those are open chord riffs, E riffs, nobody ever noticed. So, well, there's that, of course, for an E, or just that, or of course. So it's just thinking through and working out other voicings, some of which are actually more preferable to the standard fare that you get in standard tuning. That's the thing. F is obviously a bit of a no-brainer. You know, shouldn't need to tell you that really. B flat. What have we done? C, D, G, F, E, A's. Yeah, that's about it really. B major. So again, I would probably do this up here. Yes. But much of the time, I find that it's just using the basic triads. You know. Again, I've been doing a lot of sort of funk stuff. So was it American Good Boy? Those again, you know, nobody seems to have noticed that I'm not. Doing the full bars in the melee of a live band. You know, bass note, the bassist comes in, keyboard player lays in, drummer starts twatting stuff, you never notice. Okay, I think I've covered most of this. If there's any other stuff, obviously ask. And then I'm just going to quickly whiz through the Wind Cries Mary on the 6th string. Okay, 6th string, this should be fun. Okay, so God, I can't remember every single detail of this tune, but I'll go through the basics of it. So you've got the introduction bit. This is no different, obviously, than the hammered major first inversion majors. And then you get into this. Now Hendrix habitually sort of did that for a major bar chord. Well, it wasn't a bar chord really, was it? Which of course is no different from that, actually, in terms of the notes. So, I mean, you've got... oh no, hang on. Oh, we're in standard. Right, we'll try that again. So, now, of course, in this tune, it's in F major. We'll just hit the 1 there. So it's an interesting example. Okay, and we've got all those. This is the bit I was specifically thinking about. Now he does the added 6 there like this in standard. Da, 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 da. Now I've always done it like this. It does require certain flexibility. See how the arthritis medication is working today. And then he's got all these those sort of things. They're different. So oh yeah, of course he does the. Every time he goes through a verse, there's a different set of inversions, different set of shapes used to play the 5-4-1, the C major, B flat major, F major. Which is what I find particularly interesting about this tune, but one of them is this. There again, fluffed it. And of course, so E major, C major, B flat, first inversion. There, of course, it means he doesn't have to move. So yeah, can't think of much more else to say about that really. So any questions, just fire away and let's see if we can cover them. That is, bye.